Good evening, students. Today's our class is a continuation to the object-oriented programming that we started in the previous class. The previous two classes, we given the introduction of object-oriented programming, the different features in the object-oriented programming that are covered in the previous class. And in the latter class, we compared the procedural and object-oriented programming features. Okay, today we'll see how to create the different elements of the object-oriented programming using the Python. Okay, the first element of the object-oriented programming is the class. So this is the first element and first required thing for the object-oriented programming. So briefly, we can call the class is a data type. So whenever you want to specify if create any variable, first we need to create a data type. So generally we have two types of data types in our languages, like built-in data types and user-defined data types. In the built-in data types, we have integer, float, double, long, characters. Okay, these all are the built-in data types. Okay, in the user-defined data types, we have structures, arrays, pointers. Okay, like this. Okay, in those user-defined data types, we also get a one more user-defined data type is the class. In Python, we have built-in data types and also user-defined data types. Okay, within that user-defined data types, class is the one of the user-defined data type. Okay, this class is used to create a combination of data and the code. Okay, that is generally we can combine only data with the user-defined data types like Python has user-defined data types are dictionaries, lists, sets, and tuples. Within that, we can only combine the data. Okay, but we cannot write any functions in those data types. Okay, but in the class data type, we can write the required data members and also we can specify the required functions to be worked on the data. Okay, so using this class, we can create a combination of these two. Okay, for this creation of a class, we use a keyword is the class keyword. Okay, after that we'll mention the name of the class and then we will start the indentation of the class and we'll write all the code which is required in the class. Okay, so with the syntax of the class is like this. Okay, it is a keyword which is used to create the class and this is the class name. Okay, the class name has the same restrictions as that of the our variables. Okay, the class name also should start with the alphabet and it should not be a keyword and it should be a unique name and its length is also limited as per the language. Okay, these are the same rules which are applied for the class name also. Okay, then the indentation starts here. Okay, after that you can write all your data members and member functions. Okay, say for example, if you want to initialize the data member, okay, within the class, okay, that is not belong without any belonging to any particular method. If you want to initialize your variable, okay, then you can mention the data member and the value. Okay, so and then these are the member functions. Okay, here you can specify all the data members and their values. Okay, this is the optional block. Whenever you want to mention the value at the class level, okay, then only you can specify these values. Okay, otherwise you can write directly the member functions and within that you can specify your required data members of the class also. Okay, so and see example, the simple example of the class. Okay, class is a keyword and our class name is party animal. Okay, is a class name. Colon starts here. X equals to 0. X is our data member of the class and which is initialized with the value 0. So initially x value is 0. And then I am writing a one member function as, okay, the function is created in the Python with the keyword def. So def party is the function name and for each and every function in the Python classes, we have a one default parameter is the self. Okay, okay, later we'll see what is mean by the self. Okay, self within the brackets, then colon. Here it starts the function indentation. Now we can use this x variable with the self dot x equals to self dot x plus 1. Okay, next it increments the x variable value. So initially it has the value 0, and whenever you call this method, it increments that value to the 1 by 1. Okay, print so far self dot x is the x variable value of the class. Okay, so this is the creation of a class. We created a one member function and one data member. Next we are creating the object for the class. This is object creation, or we can also call it as instantiation. Instantiation of the class. Okay, this statement is called as instantiation of the class. Okay. Okay. So here we created a object as an equals to party animal and brackets. Okay. So it creates our object. Okay, now I'm calling the member function as an.party. Okay, this is the first time we are calling the function. So whenever you call the function, the function is invoked, and here the self is nothing but the object which is calling this particular function, that is referred by the self. Okay, that is the object which is calling this party function. Okay, here the an object is calling the party function. So here the self is nothing but an. That is the present object which is calling this function is the an. So self is nothing but here the an. Okay. Okay, here we didn't send any parameters, but this an is passed as a parameter to the party function, and that is stored into the self. Okay, self is nothing but current calling object of the function. Okay, self is nothing but the current calling object of the function. Okay, so now self refers to the an. Okay, now self dot x is nothing but within this class. That is at present this is the class we are working. So self dot x is this x variable. Okay, x is the 0. So self dot x plus 1. So x value is 0 plus 1 is assigned to the x variable, and that is printed here. Okay, in this call we'll get the an value as 1. Again we are calling the same function and dot party. It calls again the same function. Okay, so we are using the same object to call the function. Okay, so that the same object is nothing but whatever the changes you have done in the previous call, the same changes will be there in the current call of the function also. That is manam within the previous call we changed the x variable value to the 1. So now also the x variable value is 1. Okay, now again whenever you call that, okay, it takes the x variable value as 1 plus 1. That is you'll get the value as 2. Okay, for the second call you'll get the value 2. For the third call again I am using the same object. Okay, so that and dot party is third time called. So it uses the previous x value 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay, this is self is nothing but the object which is used to call that particular method is the self, or we can also call it as present calling object of the class, or current instance of the class is the self. Okay. Sorry. Next, classes as the types. Okay, so we can print the types of class members. Okay, so this is the same example. Party animal, x is the data member and party is a function. Here we are incrementing the variable. Okay, now I want to check the data types of the object of a class and also the different variables in the class, so that we can use the type function to check the type of a class, the type of the particular variable or particular object. But we can also use a one more function dir. Okay, this is to check the capabilities of the variable. Okay, how the variable is created and where the variable is created, and what is the different scope of the variable. Okay, those all we can get with the dir. Okay, so whenever you use with the type of an, okay, you'll get the output like this class. Okay, this is a class. Okay, and the class name is party animal. Okay, next dir of an gives the output as is a class, and it can have the some of our variables which are already pre-built-in variables which are created by the Python are like this: del attr variable, size of variable, str variable. Okay, these all are the variables which are already provided by the Python in our class. And apart from that, we have a one method party, and we have one data member x. So these all are given as the output for the dir. And in the third print, type of an dot x, it gives a data type of the x variable, that is int. Next, type of an dot party, okay, it gives the type of the party method, party, that is a method. Okay, so it gives all the types of the different variables and methods of the class. Next, we will go for the special method in the classes is the constructor. Okay, constructor is nothing but this is the method which is invoked at the time of creating the object of a class. So whenever we create the first time the object of a class, okay, then it invokes this particular method. Okay, okay, this constructor method is defined with a special name as init, initialization. The name full form is init is initialization. Okay, it preceded by two underscore symbols and followed by prisoner. Next, we'll give the two underscores followed by two underscores. Okay, so the same class is rewritten. Party animal is the class. X is the data member initialized with the 0 variable. Okay, this constructor method is generally used to whenever you want to initialize your class variables with a particular values at the time of creating the object, then we can use the constructor method, that is init method. Okay, so already the variables are initialized by default. Okay, without that values, if you want to assign with the some special values or with the some different values, then you can use the constructor. Or if you want to execute any code which is to be executed at the time of creating the object, okay, then also we can use the constructor method. Okay, this is created with def keyword and two underscore symbols init, and again two underscore symbols, and within the brackets self. Okay, self is the common parameter for all the methods in the classes. Okay, now I'm printing a message as I am constructed. Okay, this message is printed whenever the object is created and invoked by the constructor. Then it prints this particular message. The next method is def. Party is a method name and self is the parameter. And here we are incrementing the x variable and printing the x variable value. Okay, now we are creating an object for the class an equals to party animal. Okay, now we are creating an object for the party animal class. So at this time, it invokes this constructor. Okay, so we cannot specify this method name anywhere in the creation of the object, but itself it calls this particular constructor. Okay, automatically whenever you create the object, automatically the constructor method is invoked and executed. Okay, and then we are calling a party method for 2 times. Okay, so you'll get the output as the first constructor is invoked, so you'll get the I am constructed message, this one, and so far 1 and so far 2 is from party method. Okay, that is you are getting a value from the party method and the constructor method. Okay, so next is the destructor method. Okay, this is the method which is used to destroy the object. And whenever the object is destroyed, if you want to execute any code while destroying the object, okay, then you can write in the destructor method. Okay, this destructor method is specified with the del keyword and two underscore symbols and followed by another two underscore symbols. And it also has the self as the parameter. And we are giving a printing message with I am destructed and some value. Okay. So this is called whenever the object is destroyed from the memory. Okay, this is the calling, and this calls the destructor of the object.